Tricia, can you tell us a little bit about in the 70s when you and Rita both became parents around about the same time?
Well, Rita and Tony had Paul first of all, and everything at that time, everything was magical, and we went up there. Rita was the first one. Paul was the mirror image, I thought, of your mum, blonde, beautiful baby, and just great really. We used to see quite a bit of them because she was ahead of me with the baby, so I didn't have any then, so I wasn't sort of harassed. Unfortunately, after that, having my kids was slightly tinged with, well, it was more than slightly tinged with grief, because the day before I had Andrew, May died. So although it's a great occasion to have a baby, the whole thing was very, very sad, I have to say. And even the day of May's funeral, I was in Oxford Street, I'd had Andrew, and your mum, Rita, wasn't in any fit state to come in and see me. And of course, Rita was expecting Rachel then, so the whole thing was just absolutely dreadful, really. It was just so sad. And unfortunate to say that they were my memories of those early days. And then after that, 4 years later, a few days before I was due to have Helen, my mum died, and of course that just tore the whole family asunder, because my mum and dad were basically all that they had become everything to them. And then for my mum to die, and once again, you may find it hard to believe, but Rita couldn't come and see me. She just couldn't, because they'd lost their Auntie Mary, and I just don't think I couldn't handle it. And so it was very, very sad, terrible time, and it wasn't really, I don't know, it was a long time really until things became happy again. That's about it.
And they did become happy again, didn't they?
They did become happy again, yes. And then we had 2 little boys and we had 2 little girls. And again, the happiness and the laughter starts, because Rita insisted on giving me Rachel's clothes for Helen, which were fabulous and always very welcome. But a lot of them had bows and pearls and bells on, which wasn't my scene. So I used to be thrilled with the clothes, but then immediately chop everything off before Helen would wear them. Great memories of the kids. Oh, we used to go up to a place in Up Holland that used to be an old priest's college, I think, and we'd go around there with the kids, and then I remember being in the garden up there. All very simple things really. We didn't go on holiday together. And then memories of Rachel and Paul in our back garden. Again, Rachel always entertaining the troops. Paul quite quiet. Andrew and Helen were quite happy. We used to have a swing in the garden, like a seat thing. And Rachel would entertain us all. Rachel and her mum. And we would all just sit happily and watch. So yeah, happy times. Happy times.
Any of those memories from, do you remember Rainford at all? Any of the memories from
Rainford?
Oh,
the memories of Rainford again. Oh, I can only, most of your life remember Rita and Tony, through all the sadness and trauma, is laughter. And we had some parties in Rainford. Apart from the usual, the children's communions, baptisms. I mean, it was lovely to think that my mum and dad were at Rachel's christening. I've got lovely photos of that. But some of the parties, again, legendary, so funny. John Simpson, I've got John and me dressed up at a party. Tony telling all these ridiculous jokes that went on for an hour and a half. Loved to be heckled and didn't bat an eyelid. Yeah, great parties in Rainford. Always a great party in Rita and Tony's house, no matter when.